right now. So I've been seeing a lot of people make videos about how OG Fortnite is dying, or it failed, or they should just get rid of the mode. And I want to have my take on it because I feel like I have like a different opinion. And I gotta say, 49,000, that's basically 50k people playing plus 20,000, that's 70k people playing. That's like a lot of people. Like most game developers would wish they had uh, this many people playing their games. So saying like no, there's not a lot of people playing it is like untrue. Like sure, it doesn't have as much as Reload or Battle Royale, but it doesn't really need to have that many people. Just because it has lower numbers than those game modes does not mean it has failed. Another point I see people talk about is how we're not in the exciting seasons of Fortnite OG. That's why the numbers are low. But we're in season 4 of OG. That's like the most underrated Fortnite OG season. Like, if you ask most people who played back then, they will probably say season 4 was the most underrated one out of the other season. Like, it's not the fan favorite. Probably next season, season 5, is the fan favorite. And like, well, I don't see the numbers increasing. I don't see this game mode getting over like 100,000 players. Like I can see people playing more next season, but I don't think so. I don't think like the numbers will magically double next season. Maybe we'll get 60k, 70k. Maybe together Fortnite OG build mode and zero build will make a 100k, but I don't think the numbers will increase by that much. Like I think season 10 I actually really like, and I actually like some other seasons as well, like season 9 and 8, but I don't think the community likes those seasons as much. So I don't think they'll get like that much. The player count will increase that much. Another point I see is that it's the summer, so maybe people are outside and not on Fortnite as much, but I don't really get the point. I feel like most people will have like the free time, like kids should be playing video games. I mean, not saying they should, but they have more time to play video games, so it doesn't really make sense to me when people say, yeah, it's because of the summer that the players are low. I think it should be the opposite. The since it's the summer, the player count should be higher. All right, I'm in a game. A thing that I've noticed from other content creators when they talk about Fortnite OG is that they actually do not play the mode. They pretty much always get their opinions from other people, and they never have like their experience. Like my experience playing, I feel like people over exaggerate how many bots there are. I always feel like I'm running into players. I will say I only play solos and maybe sometimes duels, but no squads. So it might be different there. And I will say I have played zero build in OG, and in zero build I have encountered more bots than in OG in build mode. And we're just gonna see how many bots we can find. Oh, Well, I do not know if that guy was real. I think he was real. I think he was trying to get the kiss first and just kill me. Hey, that one was real. We encountered possibly one real player, possibly two. The first guy was probably just wanted to get my kiss first and kill me. But people say like there's like five real people in the game, and we just encountered like one real one. I've been really disliking how content creators have been talking about how OG is failing when they haven't given the mode a try. Like I've seen people say they don't like Fortnite, and when you ask them, oh, when's the last time you played? They're like, oh, 2024, I mean 2020, 2019, and it's just kind of like Fortnite is like a completely different game, and they only played like one game, so it's kind of like, oh, you played it like 5 years ago, only one game, you basically didn't even give it a chance. And like seeing other content creators be like, oh yeah, I played it the first month it came out, only 2 games. It's kind of like you're doing the same thing they're doing, but to a lesser extent. You're not giving it, you're not giving the game mode a chance anymore. All right, they're shooting. Let's see if they're real people. Since I'm lagging, I'm probably gonna get destroyed. I think that was real. Yeah, definitely real. Because that guy killed like the other people here. And when bots fight, they usually take forever. You could be here, walk all the way here, and the bots would still be fighting. I think a lot of people, like they see bad player, and they just like, they call them bots even though they're not. They're real players, but they're just not that good. I won't lie, I've been playing for like 7 years, and I'm not that good. There's probably like a lot of... Oh. Okay, yeah, that one's definitely a bot. I can't be saying everyone's a real player. I gotta be true to myself. But yeah, I think a lot of people just see bad players and just assume they're not real. Like I've seen TikToks of people posting like, oh, their little brothers or sisters Fortnite gameplay, and it honestly looks like they're on par with actual bots. Oh, wanna point out that Bubble Pump is still here. No cooldown. And like, I saw a video by It's Truly Mystic talking about how in the 14 days of summer they finally brought the pump back. And I think it's just kind of weird, like if you wanna use the pump shotgun, you can play OG and use it, and not only that, it's the double pump version. You can just double pump, you know? So many people have been asking for bringing a double pump back, and we have it in OG. So it's kind of weird when people ask for things when we already have them. I think like the Fortnite community is like too obsessed with the. Is that someone? Yeah. Okay, this guy's real, but I did not play well at all. And I've seen people's opinion around going over what's gonna happen when we get to season 10. Are they gonna make like a season 11? Are we gonna go into chapter 2? And I think them making like new seasons like a continuation would be cool. I've also seen people say, oh, maybe they should just get rid of the mode. And I do not think so. I think people should have the opportunity to experience playing the Fortnite OG map at any time. People come back and play the game. People, people uh, come playing Fortnite for the first time and want to know how the first Fortnite map was, or people just want to experience the old memories. Oh, I can fly! Let me look at that loot. No, I don't think that was real. I would expect a better loot. You did have a drum gun. Huh? And people have been saying, oh, they should bring back, they should only have OG Fortnite for 1 month. Take it out, bring it back once, once a month. But as I said, I think people should have the opportunity to experience the first Fortnite map at any time they can. What the? Yeah, real. Also, these guys are very real. Okay, I'm in zero build mode. I won't lie, this mode, I do feel like there are bots, like, but I still feel like people over exaggerate how the amount of bots there are. Like, you'll still find players in this mode, and I wanna move into like two more topics. And the first is like, how do we like improve the numbers for OG if we want to? Hey, it's me from the next day, and I feel like I didn't fully get my point across. What I'm trying to say is that maybe instead of talking about how Fortnite OG is failing, maybe say, oh, I'm starting up the stream. I'm gonna play one OG game to start off the stream, and I'm gonna tell chat, hey guys, have y'all played Fortnite OG? Maybe you guys should try it, cause like talking about how OG is failing, it's not gonna fill up the lobbies. Playing it, maybe encouraging people to play, will like fill up lobbies with real people, and that's like what you would want if you really think that the OG player numbers are the problem. Maybe when you're recording, you need gameplay footage. Maybe say you play round of OG for the gameplay footage on the background, and your viewers will be like, "Oh, that's Fortnite OG? Maybe I will try that." Alright, my mom called me. But 3 real players? Because bots don't do that. They spawn in. But I had to take a call. So I guess I'm landing Snobby. And another point is that I heard some people say, oh, just have a queue time so you only get paired up with real people. And I do not think that's gonna work. I think people who are saying that are kind of lying. I won't lie. I think that will kill the game. That's a bot. Weird name. Once you get in, see how long the queue time is, people will just say, alright, that's too long for an OG game. I'm gonna play Reload instead. I'm gonna play Blitz instead. Those matches are so much faster and get you with real players. You know, I also played Overwatch, and it had like a system to get you in a game with the role you wanted, and that system like was killing the game. People were complaining about queue times. They wanted it gone.